Hello and welcome. Digitalization is the new wave and the talk of the town. Well, so much so that digitalization has even stuck to the area of marketing. I am honored to introduce you to Mr. Dhaval Gupta, who is the Director and Head of New Initiative Cyber Media. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So let's begin with what is your view on the ongoing trend of digital marketing for increasing sales?
So digital marketing is something today which is extremely pervasive, and each and every brand that is online in any capacity has to take very important care in how they present themselves to their customers. I think digital marketing is something that should not be ignored, especially because in India penetration rates are increasing, users are spending more and more time online on their phones. Of course, video consumption is growing with 4G now and increasingly moving towards 5G. Not only the consumption but the upload of video content actually in India has been really rapidly expanding. So that all points for marketers to really keep a keen eye on what the user behaviors are, what the users are doing, so that they can make sure that they are effectively in front of their customers. So I think digital marketing is here to stay. Digital marketing will play a very important role moving forward, and we keep on hearing about AI, VR, AR, ML, and all of these things are going to manifest themselves in allowing brands to reach out effectively. Therefore, of course, the sales will also get impacted and they should get a better ROI.
Exactly. So we see how digitization has penetrated so much so that it has largely impacted everyone's lives, right? We see there is everywhere that we see there is digital convenience, and everything that we use, the digital is there. So with that, do we see digital marketing in future taking over the traditional marketing?
So digital marketing will do that. It's already doing that in many ways. If you look at e-commerce, I think it points very clearly to the fact that consumers are shifting very rapidly. This is I think June's data, more than 10 crore active online users who are conducting e-commerce. So very, very positive numbers, and this is going to continue. I mean, e-commerce is expected to almost grow by 5 times over the next decade. That's a huge number, and that is not only true just for e-commerce, but that also applies to utility of content, video, of course, payments is moving online in a very, very big way. So fintech is big. You have your various brands in that space that are doing a lot. So yeah, there isn't I think any particular industry that will just get left behind, not get impacted, and I think it's going to continue being a growing trend. So the traditional will evolve and traditional will find its own space. I think, having said that, digital cannot be ignored anymore.
Right, exactly. So since we are revolving around digitalization, would you like to share what is that one big mistake that organizations should avoid making while they're entering into this market?
So I think organizations should make sure that their objectives are first very clear from digital. Are they looking at performance-based campaigns where it's about getting that ROI, or is it leading to branding? Right, so that's the first step. What is the content that is made available online? The same thing that works in the traditional landscape is probably not going to be relevant for the digital landscape. The digital landscape is much faster moving, so the content that a brand puts out is going to be very relevant. And I think all of these are basics that need to be in place. The third one, of course, which is very critical, is that whatever distribution channel you may use, social media, SEO, whatever it may be, it's very important to track the data very effectively, right? So making full sense of the data may be at the next step, but at least you should be tracking your data. You should have the data at your fingertips, so then that will allow you to do better decision making quickly.
Okay, so thank you very much. So that was Mr. Dhaval Gupta giving us an insight about digitalization and internet world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.